Hi, welcome to Monarch Rising. This is Ray. Today is all about transforming your life. When listening to hypnosis recordings, do so in a safe place, preferably where you will not be disturbed for the duration of your recording. Never listen to recordings or practice self-hypnosis while driving in a car, operating machinery, or doing anything else that requires your attention for safety reasons. The intention of this recording is educational in nature, providing information, instruction, support, and encouragement. This is not a substitute for medical attention, either physical or mental in nature. If you have a serious medical condition, please consult with your physician. Ask about hypnosis and work with your physician to choose the right treatments for you. At the root of life transformation is thinking differently. If you'd like to transform into something different than you are right now, then you need to start thinking differently than you have in the past. This script will teach you a new way of thinking. Thoughts determine your speech, which determines your focus, which determines your attraction, which creates your habits and creates your lifestyle. All right, you just make yourself comfortable and close your eyes now. Just separate your hands and let them lie loosely in your lap or by your sides if that's more comfortable. It's better if your legs are uncrossed, but it doesn't matter if you feel you need to move just slightly now and again. You don't have to be absolutely still. Just be comfortable and relax the whole body as much as you can. Now, I want you to take a deep breath and hold it for a moment before breathing out slowly. Just allowing your whole body to relax as you do so. And I want you to keep your eyes closed now and just keep listening quietly to the sound of my voice. You will be aware of those other sounds too. Sounds inside the building, sounds from outside, maybe passing traffic, but these won't disturb you. In fact, they'll help to relax you, because just for now, the world outside is absolutely unimportant to you. The only sound you're interested in is the sound of my voice. And while you're listening to the sound of my voice, I want you to concentrate for a moment on your breathing. Breathing slowly and steadily and evenly, just as if you were trying to convince somebody that you were absolutely sound asleep. And as you breathe out each time, just allowing your whole body to relax more and more, so that you gradually find yourself feeling as if your whole body was sinking further and further into the chair with each breath you breathe. And begin breathing deeply and slowly before you let go completely and go into a deep hypnotic state. Just let yourself listen carefully to everything I say to you. It's going to happen automatically, so you don't need to think about that now. And you will need no conscious control over what happens. The muscles in and around your eyes will relax all by themselves as you continue breathing easily and freely. Without thinking about it, you will soon enter a deep, peaceful, relaxed sort of situation without any effort. There's nothing important for your conscious mind to do. Absolutely nothing whatsoever to do except to relax. There's nothing really important except the activities of your subconscious mind. And that can be just as automatic as dreaming. And you know how easily you can forget your dreams when you awaken. You are already drifting into this relaxed state of hypnosis. Without noticing it, you've already altered your rate of breathing. You are breathing much more easily and freely, and yet you had not thought about your breathing except at the beginning. And now you can really enjoy relaxing more and more, and your subconscious mind will listen to each word I say. And it keeps becoming less important for you to consciously listen to my voice. Your subconscious mind can hear even if I whisper. You are continuing to drift into a more detached state as you examine privately in your own mind secrets, feelings, sensations, and behavior you didn't know you had. At the same time, letting go completely. Your own mind is solving that problem at your own pace, just as rapidly as it feels you are ready. You continue becoming more relaxed and comfortable as you sit there with your eyes closed. As you experience that deepening comfort, you don't have to move or talk or let anything bother you. Your own inner mind can respond automatically to everything I tell you. And you will be pleasantly surprised with your continuous progress. You are getting much closer to a deep hypnotic trance, and you are beginning to realize that you don't care whether or not you are going into a deep trance. Being in this peaceful state enables you to experience the comfort of the hypnotic trance. Being hypnotized is always a very enjoyable, very pleasant, calm, peaceful, completely relaxing experience. It seems natural to include hypnosis in your future, either self-hypnosis or having someone hypnotize you. You will always enjoy the sensations of comfort, of calmness, and all the other sensations that come automatically from this wonderful experience. You will find yourself feeling really happy that you have now discovered hypnosis. Discovered hypnosis and all the positive benefits that it can mean for you, because you are learning something about yourself. You are developing your own techniques of therapy without knowing you are developing them. You can have it as a surprise sooner or later, a very pleasant surprise. Imagine yourself in a place you like very much, by a lake or by the ocean. Perhaps you are floating gently on a sailboat on a peaceful lake on a warm summer day. You are continuing to relax even more, and you continue becoming more comfortable. This is your own world that you like very much. You're going to find that at any time you want to spend a few minutes by yourself, relaxing and feeling very comfortable and serene, you can automatically go back to this feeling you're experiencing now. You can put yourself into this world anytime you like. There are times when you will want this serene feeling, and it is yours whenever you want it. Continue enjoying this pleasant experience as your subconscious mind is receiving everything I tell you, and you will be pleased at the way you automatically respond to everything I say. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things, but it doesn't matter if you find you can't imagine all the things I'm asking you to. You might even find your mind wandering quite a bit, so that my voice just fades into the background. That doesn't matter either. The sound of my voice is going to continue to relax you, and it really doesn't matter if you don't hear a word I say, because very soon now you're going to be more relaxed than you have ever known. Imagine yourself standing on the very top of a green hill on a tropical island. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders, and can see the long grasses around you moving slightly in the gentlest of breezes. When you look down the hill, you can see a narrow, winding path that disappears into a small forest. And beyond the forest, you can see the ocean, with sunlight from the clearest of blue skies glancing off at the tops of the waves in the bay, so that the whole ocean seems to shimmer and sparkle. You begin to move lazily and easily down the path, with the ferns and the grasses brushing gently against your legs as you pass. And you just catch the faint smell of salt borne in on the breeze, and become aware of the distant sound of the ocean on the shore. Maybe hear seabirds calling faintly from a long way off. You marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you as you move on down and down towards the forest, moving so easily, so effortlessly. You feel almost as though you're floating on the air. And in no time at all, you find yourself drifting through the trees, their leaves closing overhead to form a canopy, their branches making an irregular pattern against the clear blue of the sky. It's pleasantly cool in the forest, and a gentle sound of birds singing, echoing faintly, and the scent of the trees and undergrowth relaxes you still further. As you move easily into the inviting depths, becoming lazier and lazier with each step you take. You can hear a stream somewhere, its gurgling sound gradually mingling with the sound of the ocean as you follow the winding path down and down towards the beach that you know is in front of you, weaving through the trees and brushing aside the occasional piece of foliage, until quite suddenly you feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders again, and you find yourself on a beautiful deserted beach, a beautiful golden shoreline sweeping away in a gentle curve in front of you to a distant point where the trees seem to come right down to the shoreline, so that their branches actually seem to overhang the ocean itself. You can feel the sand warm between your toes as you stroll lazily across the broad beach to the water's edge. The sand becomes a darker golden color. When you get there, you enjoy the change to a moist, firm coolness beneath your feet as you wander along the shore, leaving a lazy trail of footprints in the sand behind you. Every so often, a larger than usual wave sends rivulets of water foaming around your feet. And as they recede, you notice how the sand is washed away from tiny colored pebbles, glinting like jewels in the sun. The smell of the ocean, the sunlight on the waves, the sound of the water hissing over the sand, all these things seem to create a sense of timelessness. for some unknown reason, and you find yourself a comfortable position, grassy hollow maybe, to just sit and gaze out across the rolling depths to the horizon. Trickling warm, golden sand idly through your fingers. There's a faint haze which makes it difficult for you to see exactly where the sky stops and the ocean starts. And as you try to fathom it out, you see a small white cloud appear from somewhere near the horizon. It comes towards the island quite quickly, growing larger as it approaches, until it's immediately overhead, the largest, fluffiest, whitest cloud you can ever remember. And you somehow know just by instinct that you can let all your worries, all your cares, all your fears just drift up towards this large white cloud. You can actually see them drifting away from you in a long, slow spiral. Maybe like smoke from a bonfire, just spiraling away from you towards this large white cloud. The cloud absorbs all your worries into itself, swallowing up all your fears and anxieties and becoming steadily darker all the time until just as it reaches its darkest, just as the last part of that spiral of your worries and cares disappears inside it, the sun bursts through, dispelling every one of your worries, every one of your fears and anxieties to the edges of the universe, leaving you totally relaxed and perfectly at ease with yourself, without a single care in the world. And now, all your troubles and cares have floated away from you. You settle yourself down into a comfortable position and just drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep. And while you sleep, you have a dream. You dream you're walking down a long corridor, stretching away in front of you in a long, gentle curve. So long that you can't actually see the end of it. But you know that this corridor is in the very depths of your subconscious mind, in the part of your mind that knows just what to do and just how to do it. And as you begin to move along this beautiful corridor, becoming even more relaxed, even more lazy, you realize that time and space are beginning to lose their meaning. And slowly the walls of the corridor seem to dissolve, leaving you in a large room. The room is full of a gentle golden light. It relaxes you still further. You suddenly realize, with a surge of inspiration and pleasure, that what you once saw as limits are merely stepping stones to greater success. It suddenly dawns on you, the surge of joy and anticipation, that what once seemed to you to be the limits of your personality, of your skills and abilities, are nothing more than stepping stones to even greater success. One wall of this room is like a huge television screen with the words and images flashing across it too fast for you to see. And you realize that this is information being transmitted to different parts of your mind and body, and you use your mind to will it to stop. And as you do so, the screen clears and the word ready appears in large, flashing letters. And now your mind is prepared and receptive to everything I'm going to say to you. And everything I say will be accepted and acted upon by your subconscious. It will have a steadily increasing effect upon the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you behave over the coming days and weeks and months. You're here today because you'd like to transform your life. You'd like to transform it into something better and more positive than you are right now. The way you're going to transform your life is by thinking differently than you have in the past. It's important to understand that you always attract what you focus on. So, in order to attract something different, you must focus on different thoughts. From now on, you focus on positive thoughts, thoughts of what you really want. You focus on these thoughts, and you immediately begin to attract them. All change is in the present. All transformation is in the now. So you're transforming at this very moment with your new positive thoughts of what you want and to the new you that you want to be. You're a work in progress. All your thoughts of the past are gone. They made you who you were and are now. And at this very moment, you're becoming the new you. You're creating the goal you. And your present thought process will result in more positive focus coming from you. You notice that everything seems to change when you continually focus on what you want. Your words change. Your actions are different. You find yourself being more positive and energetic. You find that creating and reciting positive affirmations helps to keep you on track. You create affirmations for what you want and read them often. It's important to always create positive affirmations. Your affirmations should be written in a way that as you read them, you can imagine yourself doing them. Take a moment to think about what your goal is right now. How would you write down what it is you'd like in a very simple sentence? Imagine how you'd write it, but it's important to write it in the present tense, as if it's happening right now. It's also important that your affirmation is positive and should also carry a reward, which is usually the result of accomplishing your goal. So go ahead right now and create an affirmation in your mind describing what it is that you've accomplished. Keep it so positive that it even instills emotion in you when you read it. After this session, write down this affirmation that you created and put it someplace where you can see it often, where you can reflect on it throughout your day. Reflecting on this affirmation is a quick form of self-hypnosis. It will help you to attract your goals quicker. It will be a strong tool in your transformative thinking. It's also important that you go throughout your day with your new positive thought process of only thinking about what you want, that you do it in a happy manner. Acting happy will help you to be happy. In other words, you act the way you would as if you've already attained your goal. It's a sort of fake it until you make it attitude. You're focusing on success. Therefore, you are attracting more success to you. Do it in a playful type attitude, like a child who's happy and doing something fun. It's important to seek happiness in the moment. You're successful. Welcome to your transformation process. In a moment, I will count the numbers from 1 to 5. And at the count of 5, you will be wide awake, feeling positive and energetic. And these positive thoughts and transformational thinking will remain with you. They will remain and stay with you, growing stronger and stronger day by day. So get ready now as I count and come all the way back at the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, eyelids beginning to flutter. 4, eyes opening. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, mind and body returning to normality.